It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Cryptos rules everything around me. I don't know about you. Shout out to my man Christopher Ladd out there on YouTube for the song request. Wu-Tang Clan Cream. Man, this is a classic. Thank you for that, man. I love when you guys send me those classic hip-hop joints. Just takes you back in time, doesn't it? Hope you guys are doing well. And again, welcome to another episode. Today, we're going to be looking at some very interesting articles that I've been able to curate this morning. One being Cuba. Yes, Cuba is doing what Venezuela has been doing. They're using Bitcoin to circumvent U.S. sanctions. Interesting. We're going to take a look at this article out of Decrypt Media. I'm telling you, you're going to see more and more countries doing this. And this is going to lead to more so kinetic activities between countries that the U.S. Have issues with and have sanctions on. And we don't want to do that. You start bombing every country that doesn't obey what you want them to do, you become the bad guy really quickly. So interesting to see this. We'll take a look at the details. I have not read this at all, so we'll take a minute to read through it. Second article, tokenized Bitcoin growing faster than the Lightning Network. Is Ethereum the second layer? Could be, but I'm telling you, we have one even better. I mean, it's EOS. You know, I'm just going to be honest with you, but at least this is better than Lightning Network. We'll take a look at this, and I've actually covered this, guys, on my channel many months ago. It's called WBTC. And when I found out about it, I thought it was very neat. I'll try to make sure I link the previous video I did on it many months ago so you guys can get the details on it. But yeah, it's growing much faster than Lightning Network. Lightning Network, and I've been saying this and I've been sticking to it. I don't care what the masses think as far as Lightning Network being the scalable solution for Bitcoin. It's not. It's too convoluted. It's just too convoluted to scale. But again, we'll take a look at this wrapped BTC and see if this is something that will continue to outpace the Lightning Network. I think so. Lastly, EOS hard fork in 10 days. We'll take a quick look at this, and I'll leave a link to the actual details on the hard fork. As you can see from EOS Nation, shout out to them for the EOS upgrade tracker. 9 days, 19 hours, 52 minutes. And 53 seconds. Looks good. Again, we'll talk about that briefly as well. But first, guys, I want to bring your attention to my channel sponsorships. We've got Moon Lambo. Check those guys out if you need crypto apparel. They've got tees, hoodies, even leggings for women. Check them out, moonlambotees.com, and you can always save 10% if you use the word CryptoBlood10. Secondly, BitcoinConfidential.cc. Securing your keys offline while staking is a very neat aspect to this Bitcoin Confidential coin. They also have untraceable payments with Ring TC Privacy, a new method of implementing that Ring TC. So again, they're a cutting edge as far as privacy, and it can never hurt to have multiple privacy coins. But let's take a look at this heat map. Today we are down 0.5% with Bitcoin to 10,235 bucks. We've bounced off the lows here in the last couple of days. We've got Ethereum is also down 0.6% to 178 bucks. EOS down 0.6% to $3.69, and we've got Litecoin down 1.5% to $67.92. BNB up 0.4% to $20.69. But overall, I would say more of a green day for the alts than for the big dog Bitcoin. And for the chart today, guys, as you can see, we're able to keep that turquoise line there. But as you see, we've lost steam here, and we're testing this line again. You can actually, at this point, move this down to about here. Yeah, that's about right there. So that's where the turquoise line should be. And to be honest with you, we're heading back to test it again. So we'll have to see if we can hold it. If we can, then the bulls are in control still. If not, then the bears have taken back over, and we will see a move back to the bottom of this channel, because we're not out of it yet. We're still in this channel. The channel ranges from 10,938 all the way down to $9,463. Not a good look right now for the bulls. First article, though, out of Decrypt Media. Cuba becomes the latest country to use Bitcoin to subvert U.S. sanctions. Cubans are looking to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as a way of accessing financial tools previously off limits. Within the communist-led country of Cuba, citizens subjected to U.S. sanctions now have the means of escape, and it's partly thanks to Bitcoin. According to a report by the U.S. News, Cubans are taking advantage of innovative developments within the country. One change in particular is the emergence of mobile internet, which is opening up a myriad of options to Cuba's citizens. Sanctions inflicted by the U.S. trade restrictions stretching back all the way to the 1960s have permanently hindered the country's access to goods and services, including essential online payment systems. This is unfortunate. Look at how we treat other countries, people. Insane. Now, with mobile internet firmly established, Cubans appear to be turning to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin to subvert the U.S. trade commissions. One citizen highlighted within the report noted how cryptocurrency trading was opening new doors for the Cuban people. Relaying his own story, 35-year-old Jason Sanchez told how the non-sovereign power of Bitcoin saved his cell phone repair business, enabling him to purchase spare parts online via crypto. Amazing. Of course, along with the lack of access to financial services comes a shortage of debt and credit cards, a crucial component of cryptocurrency trading. As such, citizens often resort to help from friends and relatives abroad. Alex Sobrino, the founder of Cuba Crypto, a de facto peer-to-peer crypto trading group on Telegram, suggested that around 10,000 Cubans were utilizing cryptocurrencies already. An article goes on to say, though, that fears remain that the government will impose its own restrictions on cryptocurrency-related services. And Leon says, we worry that the government will start to restrict us and prohibit things, saying that this is illicit enrichment. I'm sure that's going to happen. I'm sure their own government will start really cracking down on this because they're not getting any money from this. It's very small right now. 1,300 people is, it's a drop in the bucket. But as this grows, absolutely the Cuban government will clamp down on this as much as they can. But they won't succeed, people. They won't succeed. Look at Venezuela. I just wanted to bring this to your attention to show you the positive use cases for cryptos around the world. See, here in the United States, we're spoiled. We just don't get it. We're, and even other countries, UK and Europe, Australia, all the developed countries, we're spoiled because we're using these cryptocurrencies as speculation to try to make a bag. These people are actually using it to survive. So I really commend those individuals leveraging and using this technology for what it's designed for, and I'm glad to see this happening. I don't know if you guys remember, I had the founder of Zank on maybe about a month ago. It's a kicking it session, and I mean, he was the first guest I had ever had on my channel that literally needed to use cryptocurrencies to survive. He had gone to jail for bankrupting a publicly traded company over in South Korea. I didn't know this, but when you bankrupt a publicly traded company, they take your ass to jail. So he went to jail, got out, owed, and they have so many type of fines and stuff. He owed $20 million or something crazy. So he couldn't open a bank account, couldn't function within the economy in South Korea. And he had to use Bitcoin to survive and pay bills and feed his family. So these are the types of things that this is really what it's made for, to be honest with you. Keep that in mind. And that's what I mean by when I talk about governments affecting the price of Bitcoin. Yeah, they can. Your bag could get cut in half or more, even more than that, if any type of sanctions come up with Bitcoin. But the utility of it, they can't stop. They cannot stop it. So in areas like Venezuela, like Cuba, crypto and Bitcoin are going to continually flourish. And that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. Let's quickly take a look at this EOS hard fork coming up in 9 days now. So EOS, the 7th largest cryptocurrency by market cap, is expecting to have its first consensus upgrade on September 23rd, as EOS block producers have agreed to activate EOS version 1.8, one step closer to the infamous EOS IO 2.0, which is going to be major, even faster, like I think 10 times faster than current bandwidth throughput capability. So according to EOS Nation, a major block producer, the upcoming event is the largest upgrade to the EOS network since its launch. It is also the first upgrade to require a hard fork, which is a split of the source chain into two separate networks that will have their own transaction histories. EOS Nation says 29 of the 30 top BPs have committed to the upgrade at publishing time, and it is also noted by Cointelegraph's analytics, apart from small improvements in security and scalability, EOS.io developer company Block.one has reportedly simplified the operation of future hard forks with this upgrade. So as you see from EOS Nation's upgrade tracker, it's looking like a green light. I don't know what the hell Hashfin EOS is doing. Vote those guys out. This is insane. There's no reason why they shouldn't be ready to go, at least committed like all of the other ones. So there you have it. And so I will leave a link to the GitHub for the EOS.io 1.8 release, so you guys can check it out, all the upgrades to it, so you kind of have an understanding what's going on. But yeah, that's it for that. And then lastly, we're going to take a look at tokenized Bitcoin, or what's called wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped BTC, growing faster than the Lightning Network. And it's asking, is Ethereum the second layer for Bitcoin? No, EOS is, but that's another subject. How would you like to move Bitcoin instantly and for no fee? Can't beat that. Can't beat that. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the Ethereum solution, which is a better solution than what the hell Lightning Network is trying to do. Anyway, Ethereum-based tokenized Bitcoins have been growing considerably this year, jumping in July from about 3.4 million to more than double, nearly 7 million as pictured above. As you can see, the very new project launched only in October of 2018 at the depth of the bear market, with it working pretty much like Tether but for Bitcoin. Here there is ostensibly a decentralized autonomous organization in a mini consortium of a number of primarily ETH projects. The idea of wrapped BTC, however, is pretty much the same as that of the stablecoin like USDT. You hand over your Bitcoin to a custodian and you receive an ERC20 token, WBTC, corresponding 1-to-1 with Bitcoin. At any time you can return this token and get Bitcoin, with additional transparency here because there's a blockchain audible on both ends. Initially it looked like there wasn't much uptake, but gradually, and especially since May, there's fairly a straight up line as crypto prices went up. The Lightning Network, in contrast, took a lot longer to gain traction, almost a year, with its growth therefore a bit slower. LN2 reached a peak of about 12 million in June, but then fell to 8 million as it stands, in part perhaps because of one of the main Lightning Network liquidity providers was burning money while providing LN related services. While with wrapped BTC there's no additional cost, as it's basically like Bitcoin but tokenized on Ethereum's blockchain. Unlike Lightning Network, which is a completely new system and concept with its own security considerations and payment routing. Both, however, can potentially extend Bitcoin's capacity within the timeline of about 18 months, which is apparently how long it will take for the Lightning Network to get better at what it is meant to do. In 18 months, though, sharding hopefully will be out on Ethereum, and in theory, that can increase Ethereum's capacity by 1,024 times. At that point, it isn't too difficult to see WBTC becoming the sort of replacement for Bitcoin, because it would track price somewhat 1-to-1, and in addition can be used in a decentralized finance for lending and borrowing, decentralized margins, futures, and other derivatives, and of course on decentralized exchanges to buy other tokenized synthetics. So there you have it. Wrapped BTC is definitely, I'm telling you right now, as I reported it when it came out in October, I knew this would be something to keep an eye on. At least this is definitely going to be much bigger than Lightning Network. Lightning Network is the wrap. They need to just quit. So you're gonna see stuff like this, and then this brings up the point. I know my Litecoin fam is gonna be hating me on this, but it brings up the point of if Bitcoin can scale, let's say through Ethereum's network, we know it's very possible through EOS, and the EOS solution is even better than this wrapped BTC solution. What edge, what competitive advantage will a Litecoin token have in the network? It won't have any. It will just simply be a community, right? So the community has to stay strong. They have to do things maybe philanthropically to, you know, just keep that community together from aspect, almost like Dogecoin. You know, Dogecoin is even faster than Litecoin, but it's a meme token, right? It wasn't created to be taken seriously, but it's still around and it has a community that keeps it around. So any token, any cryptocurrency out there, aside from your privacy ones, because there's actual utility and there's use case for those types of coins, but your regular cryptocurrencies, you're gonna have to figure out a new market, a new mission statement, if you want to say, because speed, it won't be the edge. You're gonna have to use something else. So just giving you guys a heads up on that and how to think about that. But yeah, what do you guys think about this WBTC? I think it's a good idea, and it's much better than Lightning Network. I have to admit, and I see this really growing too. But that's it for today, ladies and gents. Shout out to my man Christopher Ladd out there on YouTube for the song request, Cream by Wu-Tang Clan. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you subscribe, click that bell to be notified about unbiased crypto news reporting by a 6-year vet in the games. Yours truly, Crypto Blood. I'm out of here. Holla! 40 of us, life as a shorty shouldn't be so